Hello everyone, this is Mary with Creative Crafting Chicks, and I have my sister back here in the back with me.
Hey, bro.
Today I'm doing a tutorial on a double slider card. This one is a pretty big card. It measures 4.5 by 6.5. So it's a regular size card, and then I just put this on here, this little clippy thing on here, so that way I could pull it out a little easier. And so we're going to make that today. I did use the paper line for this one, which I will be using on the tutorial one. This new paper line from Michaels. It's called Wildflower. So it's got a lot of pretty flowers in it, butterflies. So if you like it, go to Michaels. If you haven't been to Michaels, I've seen a couple of other new ones. Check them out. And also with this paper line, it came with 5 pages of these cut-aparts. That's the most that I've seen in a long time from a paper line. So, like I said, if you like it, check it out and buy you a stack. Now, with this one, I used the cut-aparts for here. I just backed these up with black cardstock, and I did black cardstock on this one. But I popped this one up on the front because I'm going to put some butterflies here. And then on the back side, so you have a double-sided card, I put the longer one here, and then I have 2 of them on this side. What I'm going to do in the next one is you could possibly do pictures that are 4 by 6s. Now, I would tell you when you do these is to make sure that you put your pattern paper on before you attach these to the page or to the plastic, because you can't get in there. So that's my tutorial for today. So we're going to get started. You are going to need some tape, some double-sided tape, some plastic, and a pull handle if you want, or anything. You can use ribbon, or you can just staple ribbon to the side. So your pieces are, I'm using 4 7/8 by 6 for one of my slide outs, and that's where I'm going to attach the butterfly to on that side, so they know to pull it. And then I have a 4.5 by 6. You're going to need a 4.5 by 6.5. You're going to need a 4.5 by 7 and a 4.5 by 7.5. Okay, so your 2 pieces and the 4.5 by 6.5 does not get any score marks. Okay, so I'm going to set all this off to the side. So you're going to take your 4.5 by 7 and you're going to score that at a 1/2 inch. Okay, so 4.5 by 7, score at a 1/2 inch. Then you have a 4.5 by 7.5, and you're going to score that at a 1/2 inch and at 7 inches. Okay, that's all the scoring you do. Okay, and all the directions of these will be on my Facebook page. I have a written directions on how to put this card together with the dimensions and everything. And you're also going to need, depending, I just did 4 pieces of colored pattern paper. You can use as many as you want. If you want each side to have different, I made the front sides one, and then I made the back sides another. So they're all the same. Alright, so you're going to take your piece. Let me grab this and grab my scissors out. All right. So your 4.5 by 6.5 that has no score marks is going to be the backs or the middle section of your double-sided double slider. Your 4.5 and 7 is going to be your front, and then your 4.5 by 7.5 is going to be the back that goes over everything. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 4.5 by 7. You're going to fold and burnish the score line. And then you are going to take it and you're going to wrap it around or connect these two pages. So your back or your wrap, which is your middle section, and your front get added together. So we're just going to put those together. Grab my glue. I'm just going to apply some glue on the outside of your fold. And then I'm going to attach it to here. So in actuality, this will be just like this. So you'll have your 4.5 by 6.5 and then your 4 by 7 up front. So that's going to make your front piece and then your middle piece. Now you're going to take your 4.5 by 7.5. You're going to fold and burnish the score lines. Okay. Now what you're going to do is it's going to go like this. So you're going to take your score line here and you're going to place it on the inside of your front piece. Okay, so here's your score line. Here's your front piece here. You're going to marry those two pieces together like this. Okay, so you're going to apply some glue to the outside of your tab. You're going to attach these two together. So now you have a piece that looks like this. So here's your front, here's your wrap, and then you have this piece that's going to go on the back side of here. Okay, well, that didn't quite measure out right there. It's okay, we can fix that. If you have to make it a little adjustment, go ahead, it's okay. Just a minor adjustment on that one. It doesn't matter because it's going to go into the back side of your card anyway, so just make sure that it lines up. Okay, then I'm just going to fold that piece down. Okay, now I'm going to stick it back here in the back side. I'm going to fold and burnish the score line here so that way it stays down. Okay, and it goes just like that. So it should kind of match up with your top piece here. Okay, if it doesn't, just adjust it a little bit like I did. Alright, so we have our wrap here, which our plastic's going to go around. We have our front, and then we have our back piece. Okay, so it'll all go like this. Once you get your wrap on and you get your folds in, you're going to apply glue to the outside of this, and you're going to stick it inside your plastic here. Okay, so we're going to set that off to the side. Actually, no, we're going to work on this piece right here. So the piece that doesn't have the score mark here, which is just this piece here, you are going to take your plastic and you're going to wrap it around. You're going to take some tape. You're going to add it to the plastic, not to the card, but to the plastic. And you don't want to go all the way to the edge of the plastic on the sides, because you want that to, you don't want it to adhere to touch the cardstock. Okay? So you're just going to do it just like that. And you still have a little bit of plastic here and some ends on the plastic here. So we're just going to make sure that that's on. I'm going to take off our backing. We're going to make this a little tighter. Not so tight that it bows the paper, but just a little tighter. Just so that way it keeps it from going anywhere. And you can set this anywhere because you're going to move it around anyway. So we're going to put that there. We're going to tighten it up a little bit. And then we are just going to let it lay. And then we're going to attach that piece. Okay? Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut off this excess piece right here. Now you can use any plastic. I like using sandwich bags. You can do that. You can use the plastic that comes off your papers. You can use that also. Alright, so we're going to get this down a little further in the middle. And then we're going to apply another piece of tape on top of the last piece of tape. Okay. We're going to cut that off. We're going to leave that on for a little bit. I'm going to flip it over. Because you put the tape on this side, you're going to flip it over and you're going to put the tape on the other side. So this is the tape part here. You're going to put it on this side. So take another piece of tape. Oop, I'm running out. Hopefully that'll be enough. Let's hope. Okay, I'm going to apply it right there. I'm going to cut that off. I used to use this tape all the time, and then I got to my glue, and I like my glue better. Alright, so we're done with that section. So now if you take this, you can see that it goes from one end to the other. Okay? So we're going to take a little bit more off on this, because I don't think that's the... No. So we can take a little bit more off on this so that way it doesn't seep over to the other side when it comes over. Okay? So this way it's like right on base right there. So you can take your scissors and just go right along the edge of your card, because you don't want this popping outside your card. Okay? And then you can bring it back over here, because that's how the mechanism is going to work. Now we're going to take our two cards, which these are 4 7/8 by 6, and then 4 1/2 by 6. So I've got my pattern paper decided already, and I am going to cut at... Let's see, we're going to do 4 1/2 by 6. Or 4 1/2, because this one's 4 7/8. So we're going to do 4 1/2 by, let's see, 6 7/8. Nope, not 4 1/2. Let's do 5 5 3/4, because I don't want a lot. So, okay, so 5 3/4. That's, nope, let's do it this way. Let's do 3 3/4, because, let's see, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 3/4. Nope, it'll be 4 3/4. I can't get it straight today. So 4 3/4. Cut that. And then we're going to make it 5 7/8. Okay. Now when you go to put this on, your whole sheet's going to be covered. I don't like a lot of cardstock showing, but you can make that a 1/4 of an inch if you want. I did 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Then we're going to do this other one, which is 4 1/2 by 6. So we're going to do 4 3/8. 4 3/8. 3. Okay, by 5 7/8. Okay, and that's going to take care of that front piece there. All right, then you're going to grab your other piece for your back side, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to cut a piece that is let's see, let's do this one, the big piece. So 4 3/4 by 5 7/8. Okay, so that's going to be for the back side of this one. And then I'm going to need another piece of this one that's going to be 4 3/8 by 5 7/8. Okay, and that's going to be for the back side of this one. All right, now your front and your back. So your front piece is also a 4 1/2 by 6. Just check, make sure. 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. So it's going to be the same. So I'm going to get my front piece. So 6 1/2. I'm just going to take off 1/8 of an inch. So 5 3/8. And then I'm going to do 4 1/2. So I'm going to do 4 3/8. Get my pattern on the right side. Okay, so that is going to go right up here on the front. Okay, then I'm going to spin it around, and it's going to be the same size as this one. So you're looking at so let's go 6 1/2. So it'll be 6 3/8. And 4 3/8. Okay, put that up on the back side, and it works. Okay, so that will be all you need for your pattern paper. Okay, that's all you're going to need for your cutting too. All right, so we're going to apply glue to cover our pages. So for this one, we are going to do, I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to take my glue, find my And my glue. I'm going to apply glue on the back side of my pattern paper. And then I'm just going to lay it right here on the top. Okay, burnish that down so it gets all the glue going everywhere. Okay, flip it over, and then I'm going to apply my next piece. Put it right down there on the okay. I'm going to set that off to the side. Then we're going to get our next piece. We're going to apply glue to the back side of the pattern paper. Now you can use our glitter glue, you can use score tape, whatever glue you have, you can use. Okay, and then we're going to apply it to the front side. Okay, flip it over, and then we're going to apply the back side. Okay. Glue it down. Okay, so now we have both pieces done. We're going to take our front piece. We're going to apply some glue. And we're going to lay it right on top. Flip it over, because this is going to be your front. Just flip it right on over. And then you're going to apply your back. Okay. Apply it to the middle. Okay. So now you have your front and you have your back. And then you have your two inserts. We're going to open this back up. We're going to put our front of our card up on the top. Now, because we know that this is going to be the front piece, we want one piece to go up front, in the middle, and then you're going to put one piece on the back side. So I'm going to put this one here on the front, and you wanted to line it up with the edge of your paper. I'm going to take this off. And then you're going to take your piece and you're going to put it in the middle because it is a little shorter. Tack it down. Okay. Then you're going to just flip it over. And because you know you have this piece, your backside here, we know that our backside is going to be here, so you're going to place it just like this on this one. Okay? Take that off. Apply this on, making sure that it's flush with my card. Apply that on. Okay, so now when you go to do it, this has this little pull piece here and this piece here. Okay, this one will go inside, or this one won't go all the way inside because you want that for your pull piece. So if I stick my purple butterfly here, it will give me a good hold to get that started. It's a little stuck, but once you start working it, all right. And these will be good if you've got someone you're giving this to for a special occasion. You can put photos here on both sides if you like. You can do what I did and just do the card parts you can put on here. Like I did on this one. Okay. You can put a picture here and then put a saying down here, put a picture here and then put a, you know, happy birthday or whatever you got here. All right. So we still have this back piece to deal with. Now you want to make sure that this piece goes up because you don't want it to get stuck. All right. This piece you're going to apply glue to your outside of your flap. Now this is going to be the tricky part, and I would suggest cutting off your corners on this one because it makes it go in a lot easier without the corners. Okay, so cut them off. And since this one doesn't have the plastic going all the way up, I can just take this, making sure that it goes behind the cards. Okay. And then that one should be fine because you don't want it to get stuck on these cards. Alright, so I want to put that down. We're going to close this up. See, now it goes. If your plastic went all the way up to the top, you will want to make sure that this strip here goes behind the plastic. But since mine doesn't, I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so here is the finished card. Okay, this side sticks out a little bit, but that's what I want because it'll be easier when this one comes out, hopefully. Nope. I'll have to put one on this side too, I think. Like that. Okay, so that is the end of the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Now it's your turn to decorate and do what you want with this. Just play around with it, and you might want to put an extra tab on this side to get it to pull out a little easier, so they'll know. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you like it. Give me a thumbs up so YouTube knows that you want to see more videos. If you want the written tutorial with the directions, go to my Facebook group and have a go at it. Thanks guys for watching. Have a good evening.